What we are going to do now is we've learned how to set up the ratios and um, okay. Here we go. So we have learned office. Pardon? Probably at the office. Okay. Okay, so we've learned how to identify our sides, correct? We've learned how to pick the ratio we need to use. So you guys are half done the questions, okay? So we're going to do in the morning, we are going to learn how to solve for the angle. Okay? So what you need to do right now is get out and have to your side your trig ratio sheet. The sheet that looks like this. Okay? Just have that ready to go. No, leave it there. Have this. Yeah.
Do we need to have our whiteboard out? Your math?
Yeah, no problem. When you get back, I should be able to go over this with you. Or if not, it'll be in the notes. Okay? All right. All right. Bye. Have a good one. Okay. Everyone's saying bye to you. She says bye. She has an interview right now for
A job?
no, for dual credit next year, I think. Okay.
Mister, do we need our whiteboard?
Yeah, you should. Okay. So have this sheet ready to go. Okay? Here we go. First things first.
Can I erase my board, Mister, or no?
No, keep it. Because you're going to keep just using HOA. Let's label this triangle here. Okay? Guys and girls. Right? The more you guys mess around, the more it makes me want to make this next thing like tomorrow's assessment, like more weight bearing for marks, okay? So let's, if you guys, like, we can get through this in twice the time if I don't have to keep redirecting. So if you're like tired and you're like, just get it through with it, the best thing you can do is just like sit down, relax, and listen. Okay? So let's figure out, we're using this triangle here. What do we have on this triangle? Let's fill in our sheet. What do we have here? Amelia? 10s are A. 8s are opposite. And what's our theta? X. So what trig ratio are we going to use knowing that we have O and A? Yeah. So we're going to use tan. Okay. So tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Chilton. We're paying attention here. So now we know this is what we're going to use because it has O and A in it. So let's fill in everything we know. We know tan X equals 8 over 10. Right? So what does 8 over 10 equal? What's 8 divided by 10 on your calculators? 0.8. Now, here is where you get this sheet here, your trig sheet. Okay? Two things we have to remember. What ratio did we use? Tan. And what's our number? 0.8. So we go to our trig sheet here. We go to tan. And we're going to go down to as close as possible as we can get to 0.8. So it's right there, our number, so we go across. How many degrees is that angle? 39. Okay, so x equals 39 degrees. Now, if you want to do it using your calculator, okay, here's, if you have a calculator and you want to learn how to use it, yeah, you're good. Now, I'm going to do some extra math over here. Does it have tan, sine, and cosine on it? It should.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch here. So we're here right now, okay? This is for the calculator people right now. Do we have x all by itself right now? No, tan's beside it, right? So tan right now is a multiply, tan times x. Do you see that? Because there's nothing between there, it's a multiply. So we're actually going to move tan over. What's tan? If it's multiplying this side, it becomes a 1 on the other side. Multiplication becomes a division. And the way to also write a division is like this. So what you do there is you're not going to press the tan button. You're actually going to go 8 divided by 10 equals this. Everyone got that so far? Now we want tan to the negative 1. Oh, it just comes up as a fraction. Yeah, like that? That's fine. Now when you're here, you're going to press second function, and then find your tan button, and it'll come up like that. And then press equals. Right. Now, oh, the one thing you have to do here before you start, up here, it should say DEG or D. If you have like a letter R up there, it's not going to work because that's in a different measurement style. That's radians. So double check that you have DEG up there or a D. You have a D? Pardon? Yeah. How you work that with a, I could show you how to do it on a Apple, but if you guys don't have a calculator, you can use the trig sheet and it'll work just as fine. Okay? Does that make sense, everyone? Does this make sense over here before you use your calculator? Yeah. All right, so let's do the next one. Okay, eyes away from your phones if you're not using your calculators. Austin, eyes up. Okay. Let's do this one here. Chilton's going to help me out. Chilton. What's... Yeah, no, we did this one. So you guys can work ahead on this one. 15 is my hypotenuse.
8 is your opposite.
8 is my opposite.
X is the
Theta.
Theta.
Oh my gosh. Could you guys believe Chilton got yelled at for something earlier today? What did Chilton erase on his board?
I thought we were done with it.
SOHCAHTOA. So what trig ratio are we going to use now? We have O and H, so what's that one? Sin. So, SOHCAHTOA. It tells you sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Let's fill in everything we know. Sine x equals 8 over 15. Does that make sense, everyone? Now, what's 8 divided by 15? 0.53 repeating. Now, what did we use here? Did we use sine, cosine, or tangent? we're using sin. So we go to our trig table. We go to sine, which is the first column here. And we try to assign 0.53 as close as possible. Yeah, it's about it in half maybe, right? It's going to be 32 or 33. No, like if you did it, if you were using a trig table, if you said 32 or 33, I'd mark you right.
I got 30 on the table.
Was it 50.33?
No.
The number is 0.533, right?
No, 0.5000. No, 0.5.
So, but this here, when we did 8 divided by 15, it equals.
I didn't do it on the calculator though. I did 8. Divided by.
Come on, Taylor.
So 8 divided by 15 is 0.533,
Okay.
right? So then when we go over the trig table, right, we're here in sine, we go 0.533 is somewhere in between these two.
Okay.
Realistically, it's closer to 32. So you mark it as, it would be 32 degrees. Now, if we want to do the other way around with our calculator, once we get this, second function, sine,
Oh, I pressed sin instead of tan.
right?
Or, what? I pressed the wrong button.
Okay,
Yeah, I got the same.
good. Let's do the last one.
Like the step after or something.
What's that?
The step after all this stuff. Like, yeah, I don't understand. No.
What's the answer?
For up here, you did something else for the other kind. Like some other.
Oh yeah, yeah. This stuff over here?
Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
you don't need to understand that right now.
That's not good.
If you have your trig table, you can do it. If not, I'll show you how. We'll do it in a second. Okay, let's do this one.
Give me a second.
All right, Austin, let's go. Oh, that's fine. Just make sure you're locked in here. Okay. Emily, can you label my triangle here for me?
No.
What's my H value? 8.
Hi, Richard. X equals 30.
O equals
What's no?
A.
A equals 4,
A plus B squared.
and this equals x, right? What am I going to use, Chilton? Soka or Toa?
Toe.
Pardon?
Toe.
Pardon?
Toa.
What 2 letters do I have?
Ka. Wait, what? Sorry. Oh.
What 2 letters do I have?
Sin.
What 2 letters do I have, Chilton?
H and A. So you have to. Oh my God.
Cos. Cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse,
60.
right? Cos x equals 4 over h. Cos x equals 0.5, right? Now I'm going to go to my board here. I have to go to the cos one, right? I try to find 0.5, and it's right here, right? So it's 60 degrees.
The calculator is so much easier.
Yeah, if you do it on the calculator, it's literally exact. It's like putting your decimal meters.
Yeah, no, same with this one. This just happens to be
Wait, does COSA or whatever it's called
cosine.
not have decimals? Or
No, it will.
yeah.
Yep. Like if you put in 0.52 into your calculator, press shift, here watch. If you press, shift cos 0.52, that'll be a little bit off, right? It just happened that one landed right on 60. Okay? How about you guys get your trig table out and do me this calculation. What if I gave you this? Tan x, oops.
There's going to be a number on the table.
What if you got this answer? Can you give me my answer there? Look on your trig table. Dylan? Let's go. Tan x equals 3.1. Can you use your trig table to find me the angle? Approximate angle?
like 72.
72? Good?
72. 72?
Yep.
How is it 72?
3 point.
Oh, because the 3's before the 0.
I got error 1. 72 to go.
Did you go type it in like this? Shift tan 3.1.
72.1.
Yeah. Okay, try this one for me. Let's go cos x equals, I don't know, like 0.98. Do you guys find that in your sheet?
11.5.
Yeah.
Okay. 11.4.
But there's the stuff in
What do you
there.
guys
Oh,
it's off.
I got
44.
11.
Should be around 11, right?
Ow. Oh, wait, I'm looking.
On your thing?
11's 98, 60.
What's the number did I give you?
It is 11. Yeah.
Since lunchtime, I'm over this.
Okay, bring me your calculator.
45, or sometime around 12.
We'll probably go before lunch, before 12.
Mine is off for some reason.
You're probably in degree. See your ingredients? There you go. There you're in degrees. See DEG?
Oh, I'm supposed to.
Okay, last one.
Evan, look at your sheet.
Do that one. So what do you have to do first here? If I give you sine equals 4 over 9, what do you have to do first? 4 divided by 9, and get that number. And then,
26.4.
It's 26.38.
26?
I got 0.44.
Yeah, but then you'd use that on your sheet. So you're looking at sine now here, right? Sine and use that number.
26?
Does everyone understand how to work their trig table slash calculator? No, you guys have done really well. You know how to set it up. You can identify what ratio to use. You do the calculation, then you find it.
You can go inside now.
Okay, so you guys have,
Was it 26?
yeah.
Would you write the decimal down too? Like just write 26.
Well, if you're using the trig table, just the number.
Okay.
If you're using your calculator, probably go to one decimal place.
Okay.
Where's our homework here?
No.
So if we take a look at our homework, we're right here, okay? So there's questions right here that we just did, right? There's questions up here that we just finished up, okay? And there's two very basic word questions for you to do. When you do a word question, draw the diagram out, then work from there. How we feel about this? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle? Middle?